All right, the Helm maintainers were not able to join us today, but wanted to share just a little bit about that project before we move into our keynotes here, the rest of our keynotes. So this team, if you're not familiar with them, Jason Meredith and so many of these other contributors are busy maintaining these releases, and this is no small feat, this is no small job, because within the Argo project, as I mentioned earlier, this is critical infrastructure for so many people. We had a wonderful talk, I want to say it was in Paris, where it was a power company talking about how they've fortified their Argo instances from nation-state attacks trying to take down their power infrastructure, and how Argo was a critical part of that story. Within those releases, we're talking about 182 releases this year since our last ArgoCon. This is an enormous effort from a lot of volunteers to make sure these go out. These security releases that we do are so timely and so critical. Thank you for the lights. And so if you have a chance to chat with those maintainers and make an issue or talk about it, please let them know how much you appreciate it. Of course, there is actually a Slack specifically for the Helm charts, the Argo Helm charts Slack. And so if you need to talk about the release packaging for any of the Argo projects, this is the right place to go. If you need to have a new option added to the values file and you don't want to customize patch over the top of it, then this is the group to do it with. And you can raise those issues at github.com/Argo project Argo Helm. So these are the project updates that we wanted to share with you. It's a chance for you to see a lot of who the project leads and the maintainers are. Of course, we're all going to be at ArgoCon and KubeCon for the rest of the week. And at KubeCon, so starting tomorrow, we of course have an Argo project booth. So if you don't get a chance to chat with the maintainers today, or you're visiting with sponsors too much, or you're out in the halls, or their talks are taking your attention too much, later on at KubeCon, you'll have a chance to go to the Argo project booth and feel free to pepper people with questions. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of workflows representation this year. A lot of those folks weren't able to make it, but there are a few that will be there. I know Alex and Jesse would be able to answer questions, and a lot of the discussion that you want to have would be fairly basic. Oh, somebody's waving their hand. I think they're saying that they're there. No, he's saying leave me alone. Okay, all right. So thank you again for coming to ArgoCon, and I want to introduce our first sponsored keynote. You're going to hear again from Michael Crenshaw.